JK, one of the key games coming up for PlayStation 4 is, of course, Driveclub. Now, we've been checking it out today, and it's looking absolutely fantastic. But tell us a little bit about Driveclub, and first of all, where it sits on this spectrum of simulation to arcade and racing.
The way that we look at that is not to put it in a bucket of simulation or arcade. We tried to develop a handling model that's more authentic, but easy to get to grips with, most importantly, and fun. We've got some of the best cars in the world, the best and the brightest cars, the fastest cars. We want people to be able to enjoy that, to experience the thrill of getting behind the wheel of one of these amazing cars, but without having to know every sort of meticulous detail of how to drive a car and when to ease off of the brake and all that kind of stuff. So it's based on the computer-aided design data that these cars are built with, the production, the manufacturers, the way that the cars are built. But then it's the vehicle designers work into that a little bit and make it a little bit easier to be comfortable with and to drive and to appreciate. So it kind of transcends that age-old, stereotypical, it's an arcade game or it's a simulation racing game. It's not. It's something that's grounded in the authentic world of simulation, but toned back so that it's more fun, easier to get to grips with.
Fun is a good keyword for that one. So PlayStation 4, obviously this is leading the way for PlayStation 4 coming with the PlayStation Plus edition. Tell us, what is the PlayStation 4 allowing you guys Evolution to do that you haven't been able to do with your previous racing titles? What kind of things are we doing with the graphics, with the way the cars handle that you just couldn't have done on PlayStation 3?
Sure, the graphics will speak for themselves. It already looks pretty good, but day by day it's looking better and better. From E3 we took on board all the feedback, and we showed off an early iteration of the game. By the time you get your hands on it, later on when the PlayStation 4 actually comes out, it's going to look absolutely unbelievable. In terms of what the PlayStation 4 allows us to do, it's sort of working closely with the designers, as I do as community manager, and seeing how it's unlocked new ways for them to think about designing race experiences. It's not just fastest lap times, it's not just about getting on the podium, finishing first, second or third anymore. Because of the powerful connectivity between players and between devices on PlayStation 4, it means that every section of every track can be a challenge. So you can face off with your friends in the same club as you, your friends on PlayStation Network, or even just people that have been through that section recently. It'll match you up so that it always tries to give you a challenge that you're within a chance of beating. Somebody that's matched similar skill level to you. But it's always fresh and it's always unique, and it sort of breaks up that intensity of racing games from years ago, where you have to concentrate intensely, you have to execute every single corner perfectly. That's still important, and it's still there for the people that intensely competitive like I am. But for the people that just want to have a fun experience, corner by corner there's something fresh, something new to do. If you mess up on the first corner, if you mess up 4 minutes into a race, everybody else pulls away from you. It's not the end of the event for you. There's a lot more to Driveclub than that. You can still contribute, earn fame for yourself, earn fame for your club, and likewise your club mates will be earning that for you, and you'll be achieving more together.
Now, before we talk about the share button on the DualShock 4, tell us what the DualShock 4 has allowed you to do. We were playing earlier on, but playing with the gyros. So yeah, tell us a little bit about some of those features.
Well, yeah, the motion control, with the gyros, it's one-to-one with the steering wheel, so it actually feels like you're in this car. Not only if you're playing it in first-person racing can you see the character. We've got fully modeled characters in the cars. You can see their hands on the wheel. You're holding the controller yourself. It's intuitive. It takes a little bit of getting used to and getting to grips with, but it's intuitive. And once you appreciate that you're not holding a controller anymore, you're kind of holding a steering wheel. It feels really responsive. The share button's absolutely phenomenal. Being able to capture up to the last 15 minutes of what you've done and share it, so whether it's teaching your friends how to really nail a track and execute every corner perfectly, or you've just done an amazing drift and you want to share that last 10 seconds, or the aspect that obviously I'm more excited about as a community manager is being able to sort of set up events and manage events and competitions and tournaments between people, and rather than having to verify that that's the fastest time that they got or that's how they took this corner, they can just share those videos with us as well. So it makes all that aspect much easier, much more seamless and enjoyable as well.
Well, there you go, guys. That is a quick look at Driveclub, which will be a launch title for the PlayStation 4. And those of you with PlayStation Plus will also download and enjoy the PlayStation Plus edition of Driveclub. Stay tuned for access for even more videos from our PlayStation 4 showcase.